My parents moved to Seattle when I was 5 years old, so I had the good fortune to spend my formative years here. Like most kids, I played in my neighborhood, exploring neighbors' backyards and nearby green spaces, one of which we called the ravine. Wooded with a thicket of understory shrubs, it was an untamed landscape with few trails, or at least adult trails, the kinds of trails that older people subserviently followed, assuming they led from point A to point B. We kids, of course, didn't need those lame trails. We went where we wanted, following the real trails we had created. More than 50 years later, I'm still playing in Seattle. I still like to wander in green spaces, on both the adult and the kids' trails. But I also find inestimable joy in more developed areas, along sidewalks and amid buildings. Each location offers an opportunity, a place to seek out the unexpected details, to revel in the overlooked stories, to learn from the past, to practice my innate dorkdom, and to engage my curiosity. My adult journeys also allow me to fulfill what I consider to be my long-term mission, to become naturalized to Seattle. Since I was not born here, and by definition am a non-native inhabitant, I feel that one way to naturalize myself is to try to adapt to living here in a sustainable and respectful manner, to learn about the connections that bind together and nourish plants, animals, humans, water, and earth. As Robin Wall Kimmerer writes in her renowned book Braiding Sweetgrass, being naturalized to place means to live as if this is the land that feeds you, as if these are the streams from which you drink, that build your body and fill your spirit. Kimmerer's words made me realize that I have been pursuing this idea since I moved back to Seattle in 1998. That pursuit grew out of a job I had in my 20s. After college, I moved to Moab, Utah, and became a park ranger at Arches National Park. Walking the trails and leading campfire talks, I was struck by how interested visitors were in the floral fauna and rocks of the park. I began to wonder if they thought about the same things at home. I suspected that if they did make these inquiries, they would discover that the answers were just as interesting, if not more so, than the answers I provided. This led me to encourage people to go home and seek out the natural and cultural history stories around them. When I returned to Seattle, I actually took my own advice, and over the nearly 3 decades since coming home, I have continued to pursue these stories. I have been fortunate to share what I have learned by writing several books, including one about stone as a building material, one about Seattle's big land reshaping project, and another about Puget Sound. Each weaves together stories of human and natural history, discussions with experts, and observations from my field time.